Hello, it's Ainsley. Wow. Day 3 was very, very interesting. My dad picked horribly wrong. Did really bad.
Not that bad.
Pretty bad. And as chief operation of this channel, I've had a talk with him and told him my expectations. And yeah, that's all I've come to say. I'll hand it over to him, but expect bad results today. Goodbye.
Well, hi everyone, it's Bill again. You can see that the Chief Operating Officer had some words with me today. So I'm here to pick the 2021 World Darts Championship Day 4 predictions. But before that, and why the Chief Operating Officer asked to get some time with all of you is today was not the greatest day for me, although I think she was a little bit harsh in her criticism. If I take a look at the points, I went 5 for 8 on the winners and only got the 2 scores correctly. So on the Sanderson scoring system, 3 points for a win, 1 point for an extra point for getting the score right. I unfortunately got 17 out of 32 points today, but to me that's over 500. I can't think it's that bad. So hopefully I have a better day tomorrow, although looking at the afternoon session for day 4, I could easily go 0 for 4. But let me go recap the results for day 3. First of all, Matters Razma against Toru Suzuki. I had predicted that to be 3-1 for Razma. Razma did win at 3-0. Now, Toru Suzuki went to Bill Sanderson School of trying to hit a double. Didn't hit a double. 9 doubles to win 1 set. He couldn't give me one. Couldn't give me one double to hit one of those sets. So what can I say? I take the 3 points, but it should have been 4. And if I were Toru, he'd do what I'm trying to do, is just work on my doubles. Next game, I picked Mike DeDecker to win 3-1 over Edward Folks, and Edward Folks came out there and dominated and won the game 3-0. Didn't know anything about Edward Folks going in. I don't think anyone knew about Edward Folks going in, but now we know a lot about him. Soft tip player, and when I shoot in double 10, I wanna hire Edward Folks to fire my double 10s. He had a ton of them. But really impressive. No nerves. I think he shot over 100 in that first set, so congratulations. The next game was Lawrence Logan against Ryan Murray. I picked it 3-1 Lawrence Logan. It went 3-1 Ryan Murray. Again, pretty good game. I don't think Lawrence Logan played as good as he normally does, but came out in that second set and really dominated, and then just couldn't follow it up after that. So congratulations to Ryan Murray. Happened to be Canadian, but of Scottish descent, so okay, fair enough. I'm gonna okay with Ryan Murray winning that. And then the last game, which was the barn burner game when I expected that to be, although I was not expecting Daryl Gurney to come out so impressive. But Daryl Gurney, I predicted to win 3-2, and he did. He won 3-2. Should have won 3-0, to be honest with you there. Missed a couple doubles there. William O'Connor was putting the darts in the pocket, but then came out and then had a great 4 set. So, but it was nice to see Daryl Gurney play well. It's been a while since he's been shooting that well. So, a really good performance by him, and the 3-2 victory. In the evening session, I had picked Jamie Lewis to beat Luke Woodhouse 3-1. He ended up beating him 3-2, but what a comeback. Down 2-0. Really happy to see Jamie Lewis do that. If I'm reminiscent of 2018, where he took out a big seed in the next round, where he took out Peter Wright. He's up against Gerwin Price in the next round. Maybe he can replicate it. Who knows? We'll see how that goes. In the next match, what a disappointment for me. I picked Boris Krishmar to beat Ron Moulenkamp 3-0. And I'll tell you, I was walking away confident after that first set. Boris Krishmar couldn't miss. They had a break. He came out, couldn't hit. So Ron Moulenkamp ended up winning that match 3-1. Again, there was a lot of the shaking the darts or whatever Ron Moulenkamp is complaining about. I don't know. I don't like that stuff at all. If you're playing darts, how many times have you played darts and something happens? Certainly don't complain about it. I don't know, Ron Moulenkamp about 10 or 15 times. Yeah, it looked like Boris Krishmar wanted to be... He was dancing around like Lawrence Logan and backstage, running around and all that stuff. But I think some of that complaining might have affected the game. At the end of the day, Ron Moulenkamp won 3-1. Ryan Searle beat Danny Lobby 3-2. I had predicted 3-1. Ryan Searle had 4 darts to win at 3-1. Could have gave me an extra point, Ryan. And instead, you wanted to make a mess of it. It was double 10, so I should give you a pass. Double 10. I hate double 10. Anyways, he missed those 4 match darts at the end. And then that last leg of that set ended up taking out double 1 in Madhouse. But again, I think Ryan Searle's he's just a great dart player. And Danny Lauby should be really pleased with the performance. That 148 came out of nowhere. Beautiful. Took the second set and then put Ryan Searle on the back foot. But again, Ryan Searle was around 100 average. Taking a look at his draw, and I think I said it from the beginning, I really like Ryan Searle to go pretty far in this tournament. And again, the most underrated player to me is Ryan Searle. And then I did get the last match correctly. Jose de Souza beat Ross Smith 3-1. Good match overall. I think Ross Smith came out guns a-blazing, and then just couldn't follow it up afterwards. And Jose de Souza just does what Jose de Souza does. So perfect. So I ended up with 17 out of 32 points. So tomorrow, in the afternoon session, morning session here, the first game up is Mickey Mansell against Hopai Puha from New Zealand. The match will start in Canada, where I'm from, at 7 a.m. And by the time Mickey Mansell throws his first dart, it'll be 8 a.m. So I should be able to sleep in a little bit before I watch that match. I absolutely detest watching Mickey Mansell play darts. He's not a bad dart player, but goodness gracious. I mean, if the saying could be, I could be, going to Tim Hortons to get a coffee and come back and he hasn't thrown 3 darts. Really detest watching him play. So I'm going to do my best to try to watch it. It's going to be terrible. So do I think he's a better player than Hopai Puha? Yes, but I cannot make myself put a score with Mickey Mansell winning the game. I know Mickey Mansell's won player championship. I understand he's a good player, but god awful on the eye watching that darts game. So I'm going to take Hopai Puha to win that one 3-2, and that game should end around 8:45 Canada time. So I guess that would be about 1:45. So I'm hoping that Sky Sports gets ready for a lot of commercials in between or whatever it's going to be. They could probably run a commercial while he's trying to walk to the dartboard and throw a dart. Next game up is Darius Labanauskas versus Chang'an Liu. I know qualifier from China. Labanauskas is a pretty steady, decent player, so I'm going to take him to win that one 3-1. Next one up is Wayne Jones against Chiran Tien, the Irish youngster. Last time I watched Wayne Jones play, he played really well. He tossed in a really good average against Glenn Durrant in the Players' Championship. Again, little experience. I'm going to go with the experience on this one, and I'm going to say that Wayne Jones is going to win that one 3-1. And the last game of that session is going to be Jamie Hughes against Adam Hunt. I think the seed falls here. Jamie Hughes just not been in form, been struggling. Even when he wins matches, it's just falling over the line. I think Adam Hunt played a fantastic game against Lisa Ashton. If he just carries that over into this game, I think he wins it pretty handily. I don't think he'll bring the exact same form, but I still like him to win this game. So the first seed to fall, I guess, although I did predict the overrated one, Chris Dobie, to fall, but he didn't. So I'm going to take Adam Hunt to win that one 3-1, 3-1. And then we go to the evening session. The first one up, Dirk Van Duijvenbode. Big old pumped up against Bradley Brooks. I like Dirk Van Duijvenbode to win that pretty handily, 3-0. Again, Bradley Brooks, I think, is a good young player, but in the world or in the youth championship, just wasn't a good performance. And Dirk Van Duijvenbode had just been hitting triple 19s and doubles for something to do. So I like him to win that game pretty handily, and then he'll complain about his performance and say that he's not a very good dart player, but he actually is a very good dart player. So like Dirk Van Duijvenbode to win that one 3-0. Next one up is John Henderson, Scottish lad, against Marco Cantelli. Marco Cantelli, I think I've seen him win one match ever against Steve Beaton in some European Championship 3 years ago. I don't think Marco Cantelli is that great of a player. And I know John Henderson's been struggling for form. He's not been playing well. But I do like him in this one. So I'll take John Henderson to win that one 3-0, give him the shutout. Next one up, Luke Humphries against the legend himself, Paul Lim. Luke Humphries, good young player. Really easy on the eye, good throw. He always does well in the World Championship. I think he's got 2 quarterfinals in him in the last two years there. And Paul Lim, of course, a beauty to watch. Hope for another 9-darter. I know he had nearly had that 9-darter against Gary Anderson a couple years ago, but my heart wants Paul Lim to win this one. I just don't think Paul Lim's going to win this one. I think Luke Humphries is just too good. And that sets up a great matchup in the next round against Dimitri Vandenberg. But I like Luke Humphries to win this 3-1. I'm going to give Paul Lim a set. And I hope maybe even a chance at a 9-darter. That'd be awesome. And then the last match, Mr. Personality himself, James Wade, against Calvin Ritz. Again, James Wade to me is just he's a poor sod. I don't get it. I don't get the personality. I don't get the show. I'm lucky to win, blah, 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 blah. I don't really want to play darts. Yeah, okay. Just not a big fan of him in general in his interviews. He just comes off as a poor sod. But as a dart player, he's really good. So take that into account. I'm going to have to go with Mr. Personality to win this one here. I'd love to see Calvin Ritz take him out. I mean, he did lose to Niels Zonneveld in the Players' Championship, but if you take a look back at his other performance, he was a final in the Grand Slam, final in Europeans. He's a decent dart player. James Wade, if he's got 116 or anything from 121 to 100 left, he just guaranteed it's going to be in. I give him that. He's a really, really good dart player. He just doesn't get the second part of playing darts, which is the entertainment piece. So fair enough. He'll be cranky in the interview afterwards and say how lucky he was to win and blah, 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 blah. But fair enough. He's going to win this one. I know some people have him, or picking him to win or get to the final. I don't see that. I think he's going to be in trouble once he runs up, hopefully against Ryan Searle in a couple of rounds, but if they both get there. But again, I'm complaining about James Wade. I don't really enjoy his post. I like watching him play darts. I don't mind him playing darts, but just his attitude pre and post is just not. It's not, to me. It's not appetizing for me. So, anyways, at the end, I'm spieling a little bit, but I'm going to take James Wade to win that one, 3-1. Okay, so that's day 4 predictions. Hopefully, I do well. Again, CAO told me I had a really bad performance, so hopefully I can up my game. Although I wouldn't be really surprised if I go 0 for 4 in the afternoon session tomorrow. But anyways, cheers everyone. Enjoy the darts tomorrow.